Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back once again to Phatkat Collections. Ecstatic to share with you guys today another holster by Craft Leather Holsters. Now, I've been working with Craft now for, I'd probably say about maybe 6 months. They sent me several different versions of their holsters. Every time I get one, I'm just really excited to get it, unbox it, and share it with you guys. Now, there has been a few, kind of nuances with, a couple different holsters that they sent me. There's always going to be little things that we like and dislike about anything out there, but I am overall pretty happy with the quality that you're going to get, and the price point's pretty competitive across the board. So the one I want to share with you guys today is, I got to tell you, of the several holsters they sent me, this is my favorite holster. And this is for the Taurus Spectrum 380. I wanted something that was extremely comfortable and very easy to tuck, hence the name. This is their called their tuckable inside the waistband holster. So it is full grain leather. I believe it's full grain leather. God, I hope so. It is a leather holster. You do have their branding on the back. A lot of the holsters they have a kind of a collaboration with Phatkat Holster Company. You may have heard about them, but their name is on it as well. What I love about this holster is it's super comfortable. And if you guys have watched my videos before, again, I don't do, I'm not a gun expert by any means. I'm giving you guys the average, everyday, normal, civilian opinion here. A lot of guys, you're going to see a lot of different guys with a lot of opinions when it comes to guns. For me, I'm really looking for comfort. The times in our life that we're going to have to use a firearm hopefully never happen, right? But, I want to be able to carry something with me all the time that I don't feel like is kind of a nuisance. Now, I know some guys out there have no problem carrying full-size revolvers, full-frame revolvers, full-size semi-automatic handguns. I own many different handguns, and what I found is that it's more of a nuisance a lot of times to carry even your mid-frame and larger, firearms, right? Now, that is subjective. That is my personal opinion. I find it just kind of annoying. No matter how I sit, it's always in the way. The best spot for me to carry is kind of on the back side, on top of my right butt cheek. That's the most comfortable for me. It stays out of the way. I don't really notice it all that much. And it's just, getting in and out of the car, whatever I'm doing, it just doesn't get in the way. It doesn't pinch. And I know I don't mean to sound like a little bitch, but the firearm does, if I want to wear it, the full-size version, whatever it be, it's going to dig in different places. I just accept it, right? But overall, I really like something extremely tuckable and very easy to carry. That's going to allow me to get to another firearm. Now there are going to be situations where you can't, if you're at a business or something like that, and God forbid something bad happens, you are limited with a small gun like this. It is a 380. You have, I believe this has 6 or 7 rounds in it. It's not a high capacity firearm, It's just something to kind of, either get me to another firearm or to possibly save my life. I feel like if you can't hit somebody with 7 bullets, I don't know. We never, again, in any kind of combat, dangerous situation, you can have all the training in the world, unless you've been through it, done it, and continue to do it, you're never going to know how you're going to react. And I love when people are like, oh, this is what I would do. Have you ever been in that situation? Oh, no, that's what I do. One never knows once fear and anxiety, your adrenaline, all these emotions are going to come over you in a bad combat situation. The only way that you really ensure a situation might go more like you think it will go is with proper training and being through that situation over and over again. So, again, just my 2 cents. We all have different opinions. Those are mine. But, again, with this, I find it extremely comfortable. And the thing is, with carrying a firearm, to me, I want to have something on me at all times. It doesn't matter if I'm sitting here in my office. It doesn't matter if I'm in the safety of my home, safety of my car. It really doesn't matter because, it'd be that one time where you least expect it. Somebody could kick the door into the front of the house and come at us, and I'm going to be ready for it no matter what. And I know that seems like a little bit of a paranoid kind of thought process, but having something that's extremely easy to carry, if I'm in my home or up in my folks' house, we're hanging out watching TV or whatever, and somebody, we see it every day right now. People are breaking into stores, looting, tons of people. I want to be able to get to another firearm. And I always generally will have 2 firearms on me or around me. Depends on what I'm be doing. If I'm going to the grocery store, I'm probably not going to have 2, right? I'm probably going to have this gun. It just kind of depends on the situation. If I'm in my house, I know that I can use this gun to get to another firearm. That's my mindset. Whether or not that'll actually happen in God forbid, that terrible situation, that's just kind of my thought process, okay? So Point being, it's very comfortable, and I can have this on me pretty much everywhere I go without anybody noticing. I do have a concealed weapons permit, but it's something that's just really out of the way, and you don't even really notice that it's even there. So I love this holster. It's absolutely the best one I've received from Craft, and probably a combination of this firearm and this holster. So what I like about it is that I prefer something that I can very easily slip on or off my belt, right? If I am going to take my gun off, I don't have to take my whole belt off and slide all that back on to get it back on my pants. With this, it's very easy. You know, if I have to use the restroom, I can just kind of pop this off real quick and set it, you know, on the toilet paper dispenser or, you know, whatever. It does have this nice sturdy button right on this clasp or on this loop. And what you do is basically just tuck this in your jeans, wrap this around your belt, and you're secure and you're good to go. Now, if you don't wear a belt, you could probably just kind of keep this closed, and this will probably put enough tension on top of your jeans to hold this in place. I like the security of having it wrapped around my belt because I do always wear a belt. In addition to this, I have this one monogrammed with cat. This is an option if you want to go ahead and get that done. You can get that done. Super smooth. I mean, the Taurus Spectrum is really, in my opinion, one of the easiest guns to carry. And let me just pull this on out here. Just so you guys know, the gun is already cleared. I've had some people already, you know, if I don't clear the gun in front of you, they're telling me that, oh, you got to be real careful. I've had firearms since I was 16 years old. I'm well aware about firearm safety. This gun is completely cleared and unloaded, okay? And even with that being said, I'm not going to point it at myself and do anything stupid, right? So just kind of keep that in mind for those people who love to educate me about that. We are being safe. So again, super nice, really well-rounded, really well-thought-out gun. The Taurus Spectrum, this video isn't about the Spectrum, but this is a semi-automatic dual-action firearm only. So once you rack it, when you pull the trigger, that's when you pull the hammer back. So there are other options. You know, this to me was super cheap, and something that if I do lose, you know, God forbid, right? You know, whatever reason, it's not something I'm going to really worry about. If I'm on the boat, falls over the side, yeah, I'll be pissed. That's not going to happen. But you know, accidents do happen here and there. I just, you know, my point is, if I scratch it, it gets a little damage, I'm not too worried about it. Very affordable, super rounded. It doesn't dig into your body anywhere. It's probably the most comfortable gun that exists for concealed carry. So let me just put that aside for a second here. Holster, it's just basically a friction holster. Very nice quality leather on these. It's definitely something that's very smooth and very well made. This isn't going to come apart on you. You know, there's lots of great holster companies out there, but I like the value you get from Craft, and not just because I collaborate with them, but I've been really impressed with their holsters. A few holsters, there are some things that I don't like about them, and I'm always sure to mention that to the company and hope that they improve, and also mention to the customers. You know, I recently reviewed their G2C cross-draw holster. I didn't like it. Did a video on it. Check it out. You may like it. You might be different. For me, this is great. So I did have a Kydex holster for this gun as well. Not bad. I can carry it in the front, but it does when I sit, dig into my leg, to kind of dig into my stomach. On the back, it's definitely more comfortable, but this is fantastic. It's nice and smooth. It grips the gun perfectly. It's super well rounded. It really complements all the round edges of this firearm, and it tucks really easily in the waistline, which you probably can't see. So you can see, I'm just going to show you in the front there. It tucks in really nice. You just wrap this right around your belt. I can wear this in the front, and it's extremely comfortable. I can wear it to the back, and it's extremely comfortable, which is, again, where I generally wear this will be right back here. And I find that really comfortable. And again, sometimes I change it up sometimes. Sometimes I'll wear it on the front. It's definitely a lot more accessible in the front. You know, but again, if it's something where I'm going to be, I guess, on my feet, not getting in and out of the car, not sitting down much, I'll wear it in the front. If I am going to be out and about, kind of out and about, doing more sitting, going to a restaurant, that kind of stuff, casino, whatever. Well, not really a casino, I guess, but somewhere where you're going to be sitting often. It's a lot easier for me to have it in the back. The only downside to having it in the back is, you know, I do kind of, my shoulders hurt quite a bit, you know, and I kind of, it's a little bit, you know, my age, I get a little tight, I'm a little sore all the time. So it is a little more difficult to reach back and grab it, but not, you know, not where it's going to cause me a problem if I had to grab it. But again, you may be different. You know, I generally will carry my firearm in different locations depending on what I'm doing. But again, I really like the fact that this is on your belt and it's really secure on your waistline and it's super comfortable. So if you are in the market, there's not a lot of people that make Taurus Spectrum holsters, definitely not in the Kydex Kydex is pretty cool. I like the way it's really easy to pull in and out of Kydex, but Kydex is definitely sharp and, you know, it's got those edges. It's not as comfortable as something like this. So if you are in the market for a super comfortable holster, I would definitely check this one out. This is the kind of holster I like so much that hopefully Craft will like to collaborate on another holster. I'd really like to get this for the Taurus G2C or maybe even my Canic. I'd really like to feel what this feels like on a larger frame firearm. So definitely check it out. Amazing quality. I've been really happy again with their brand, and I think you will too. You know, there's a lot of holster companies out there. Everyone and their brothers making Kydex. There's mom and pop shops making Kydex. Again, it's a personal preference, but I really like the comfort of leather, and I think if you are looking for something in line with comfort and functionality, I think you'll really like the brand. So again, I want to thank Craft Holsters for their generosity again in sending me a holster. Looking forward to our next collaboration. If you haven't checked out my holster reviews, I've done a few reviews on, I've done a Craft review on the, oh, this is available in 2 colors. Sorry, before I move on here, start rambling. Right hand, left hand, $69, brown or black. Now, one thing I do want to mention, if you see their holsters listed on like Instagram, they have a pretty good presence on there. They always show the brown with this white stitching. I can't find on here where you can get white stitching. The monogramming is going to cost you an extra $9. I encourage you to get it. Kind of personalizes the holster, but it would really be nice if they would just sell the white stitch model. I think that would do really well in the black and in the brown. So even getting into white leather would be pretty cool. It's really hard to find different colored leathers like that. So Craft, take note. Another thing, again, check out my other holster reviews I did with Craft. I did one for the Canic TP9 outside the waistband paddle. I did, again, the Taurus Cross Draw G2C. I did the 1911 paddle holster. I did their Roto shoulder holster for the 1911. And I think there's one more in there. This one, and you stay tuned for more. You know, me and Craft are going to collaborate again. I do like their products. And, you know, as far as, you know, again, carrying a firearm is going to be, you know, personal preference. It's going to be something as far as the holster you choose, for what works for you. Like my buddy, he wears just like those friction kind of like lightweight kind of sticky holsters for his 1911. He's a pretty skinny guy, wears kind of bigger clothing. He tucks it, wears it right in the front, no problem at all. For me, I find it very uncomfortable being there no matter what I'm doing. So personal preference, again, always, you know, buy what you like, buy what makes you happy. So anyway, guys, have a great weekend. Be kind to another. Enjoy this holiday season. Be thankful for what you do have. And if you guys do have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to ask. I can get you the answer if I don't know the answer. You know, send you off to my contact and get you hooked up. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Subscribe to the channel and take care.